You have been sold on the idea that you need the hustle culture to build a successful business. But what if the true blueprint for abundance has been there for over 1400 years? I built a six-figure consulting business without compromising my faith. In fact, I scaled because I followed the Sunnah. So let me show you how you can do the same even if you're just starting out. And I will share 5 principles that I learned from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The first one, which is the foundation, is tawakkul plus action. Most coaches nowadays, they chase control. But the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us tawakkul. In his famous hadith, he said to tie your camel and then trust you Allah. So in business term, it means that you take strategic, consistent action, but you don't obsess over the outcome. That's what personally helped me avoid burnout, because I focused on service, not desperation. And the results is that clients came easier because people felt safe around someone who isn't needy. And the first Sunnah principle is that tawakkul is a performance edge. And when you tie this to business insight, it means that you want to detach from the results. Just focus on the inputs, focus on high quality offers and systems, and let Allah open the doors. The second one is intentions over hype. When I shifted my niyat from making money to serving people for the sake of Allah, my contents changed. My sales goals, they also changed. And because of this, my confidence grew. I wasn't selling anymore. Now I was inviting people into something that I believe will help them. And I want to also invite you right now to apply and get my help with scaling your coaching business by clicking the first link in the description. So the second principle, as you learned, is that actions are judged by intentions. And this is hadith from Bukhari. So in business terms, it means that your pure intentions, they create this sort of magnetic presence and they build long-term brand loyalty. People can easily sense when you believe in your product and when you're just there to sell. Third one is that your risk, it comes from Allah. Most coaches, and I was one of them, obsess over competition and algorithms. I used to look at other coaches every day, the results they're getting. I tried to beat them in some way by getting more, making more. But I learned that my risk is not in their hands. It's in Allah's hands. So I stopped copying trends, I stopped copying other coaches, and I started building deep relationships. And from now on, my DMs were no longer cold. They actually were full of warmth and trust. The same for my content. And what happens is that clients started booking calls without me chasing them. So the third Sunnah principle is a hadith from Tirmizi. What reaches you was never meant to miss you. So why stress? Just do what is required from you, tie your camel, and then let Allah do the rest. And obeying Allah brings barakah to your business. And barakah is this ultimate unfair advantage, not any fancy marketing strategies. The fourth thing is actually the Prophet, peace be upon him, as an ultimate coach. He changed life through empathy, clarity, deep listening, and clear truth, without manipulating or pressuring someone. And that is exactly the same thing that your clients want. They want someone who tells them the truth without ego, someone who guides them without control, and someone who just reminds them of their own power. Because gentleness never enters some things except it beautifies it. That's why in business people pay for safety, trust, and direction, not pressure. Be as the Prophet, peace be upon him. Have beautiful character, because at the end of the day, people don't buy coaching, they will buy you as the coach, because they buy coaches, not coaching. So act as the ultimate coach. And the last one is structured routine, scare time. For me, it is waking up for Fajr, blocking time to read the Quran, and working in the early hours. Because our Prophet, peace be upon him, made a dua. O Allah, bless my ummah in the early hours. Those early hours, they became my most profitable. Why? There are less distractions. There is more clarity. Therefore, you have deeper focus. And these early risings, it means that it is your barakah hours. Like, you don't need to work 10 hours a day. I used to do that. You just need to be focused, have disciplined time, and have this protected scare routine. You don't need the long hours. You don't need the hustle culture. You just need to follow the Sunnah to build a successful business.